Hey guys, this is Neo Gaming coming at you with a dark pendulum deck profile. This is after the ban list, the April 2016 ban list. I still think the deck has a lot of potential. It's still really consistent if you make the right card choices. So I'm still going to be playing it, but let's get right into it. The one of Performer Pal Pendulum cards, one Joker, one Monkey Board, one Guitardle, one Silverclaw. At one point I was playing this at 3, but the play is no longer scale 2, Wavering Eyes, and then do all that bullshit, because obviously Wavering Eyes is banned. So you pretty much just play this as a name now, so you can almost almost always reliably resolve Sorcerer. 2 Lizard Draw, and then they get the best card in the deck now, 3 Sorcerer. So that's it for the Performer Pals. 3 Master, 2 Vector, 1 Luster. You still only play 2 of this because you don't want to draw multiples, and you aren't going to be resolving Draco Face-Off as much anymore, obviously, because it's only at 1. So you don't really need to have 3 of this guy.
All right.
And then your 1 utility card, Eccentric, Searching in Fates and Register. 1 second Donkey. There's a play with Summoner Monk where you can go +4 with Summoner Monk. So you play this card as part of that combo piece, and it's just a good name for Sorcerer. 1 Masked Chameleon, 1 Rescue Rabbit. I didn't used to play this card, but now you kind of want to, because it's a good search for King of the Fairlamps, and you have a lot of preemptive plays before you pendulum summon, so it's a lot easier to search this card now before you pendulum summon than it was before. For the Dark Engine, play 2 Summoner Monk. This is one of the best cards in your deck. The Armageddon Engine, 2 AK, 1 Sephiroth, 1 Dragon. This can recycle your Monkey Board, and this just pops problem cards. It's really good because unlike MST, if you draw into it into an anti-spell, you don't have to set it and wait a turn. You can just send it right away with AK. So, or you can pop it with your own Sorcerer if you draw into it.
Yeah, same with Domain, right?
Yeah. 3 Instant Fusion, 2 Painful, 2 Pendulum Rising. This is the same thing as Summoner Monk pretty much, except it's slightly worse. Because if you think about it, if you have a Summoner Monk and a Pendulum Rising, instead of normaling the Summoner Monk and activate Pendulum Rising, you just discard the Pendulum Rising and then you summon the Sorcerer instead. So it's so Summoner Monk is just a slightly better version of this card. These are Allures. I haven't really had a chance to get them yet, but Allure is really good in this deck because it makes a lot of your bad hands really good, because if you draw multiple Summoner Monks, it fixes that. Or if you draw your AK targets, it's really good for that.
Hey.
Let's see. 2 Dark Hole, and 1 Raigeki. It's just it's good to have reliable ways to clear boards, because if you can't get access to your Ignister or whatever, you have a really cost-efficient way to clear the boards with this. Especially against BA, Dweller plus a combination of these cards is really broken. Your 1 spells, 1 Draco Face-Off, 1 Rhoda, 1 Upstart. This, I realize the only target for this is AK, but it's better to have the utility of this being a spell and a dark, potentially, for Summoner Monk, and it can be a dark for Allure. And it thins your deck out by 1 card, so that's really good.
Is that it for the main deck?
That is it for the main deck. 40 cards in the main deck.
Obviously with the 1 Upstart.
Yeah.
That's pretty painful.
Let's see. An extra Degusto, put back your Ignister. It's pretty important.
Put your Ignister back. Rip in peace, Ignister.
Yeah, because most of the time you'll be going to Ignister turn 1 if you open subpar or better, and you'll need to if you need it later in the game, this is a good card to go into to put it back in your deck. So obviously you can make another one. 1 Diamond Dyer, 1 Dweller, 1 Nightmare. It's broken against BA. It's really easy to make now. AK is a 1-card Nightmare now, so this is just really easy to make. 1 King of the Fairlamps, Utopia the Lightning, Castel, Magister, and then we play the Titanic Galaxy still. You can still make level 8s really easily. Even if it's not Ignister, then it's the Dynasters. And then the 1 Omega, because we play Masked Chameleon, so you can make other level 8 synchros now. So that's really good. This is still a work in progress, but I want to get this deck profile out as soon as possible because I think that most people are giving up on the Dracopel deck now, and I just want to show you guys it's still really good, and we'll be coming out with more updated deck profiles later on in the future, so be watching out for that. Leave a like, leave a comment. This has been Neo Gaming, signing out.